Hello. So today we are going to take a look at how to do photo validation in the Urban Wildlife Information Network. Let's start this from the scratch. Let's log into UWIN database. I just type UWIN database in my address bar, and then I click my first link. Since I actually has been logged in, I was automatically logged into the database because seconds ago I logged in myself. So you are probably going to get to this point, and then you're going to hit login, and then you pick whatever the Google account that you are assigned to. Now, I do want to mention one more thing. Whenever you log into UWIN database for whatever the purpose, always use the account that I'm assigned to you, right? It could be one of your university email addresses if it is Gmail compatible. If not, one of your private Gmail accounts. Also, recall that if you go up here on the top corner on your browser, right, it's kind of things are easier if you're logged on to the browser using the same Gmail account. Otherwise, there might be certain hiccups. And also always use a Google Chrome as opposed to any other platforms, any other browsers. Okay. Um, so and you're going to click this third option from the left. It's called validation, and then we are only working on photos, so you click photos, and then it'll take a second for photos to load on your screen. Here we go. um so you don't have to worry about any of these from here, right? Just go by whatever that's by default gets to you. um and you can see in the bottom, you can see your photo, and if you want more details, you click zoom so you can get a better vision of the photo. By clicking control plus on your keyboard, you can actually zoom even more, and control minus, you can go back to the normal view. Okay, click outside. If you click outside, that zooming disappears. So there are you're going to see on left and right side two different identifications for the same photographs. Now remember, every photo is identified by two individuals, and sometimes the same photo could be identified could go to the same observer, just to make sure there are no observer errors. In this case, you are looking at two different observers. Um, the first observer, Bobby Scully, identifies ducks, and Daphne Freeman identifies duck as well, but identifies as bird duck. So because of that, it actually the system identifies this as two species. Um, and Bobby Scully identifies three critters, and Daphne only one. So in this case, we don't care how many we detect. And in this one, it doesn't matter which one you pick because both identifies duck as a duck, and it doesn't identify species. Not to mention, we do not care about birds in bird identification precision for you in research. So we are going to, you can pick any of these. Um, I'm going to pick this one just randomly, and then let's go to another. Um, in this one, you're looking at a similar situation. The photo is quite not very visible, and I do not. Only thing I see, I do not see that there is a duck in this particular corner. So I'm going to. This is incorrect because it does not see the critter, but this one does. So I'm picking the one that is most correct. Um, And then again, we are looking at something very similar. We are seeing one duck over there, so I'm going to just pick this one. Now here we actually see looking at two different identifications. I don't know, earlier we saw three. Again, you can see duck on this corner, so I'm going to go by this one. Um, Again, in this one, we are seeing two duck species. Now, as you can see, as we keep tagging, you can see the number of validations we do uh, increases, right? Again, we are looking at two ducks over here since, like for no precise reason, because although we don't actually care about the number of critters, um, I am going to pick this one. Again, right? Just for the heck of it, I will pick this one because it actually says bird, duck, which is not that different from just saying duck, but for the heck of it, I'm going to pick that one. Um, Again, I will go pick this one. So I am not going to continue, so you kind of get the idea of how this actually works. Um, and 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 again, like I'm just going to pick a random one over here. So let's see when let's say when you actually keeps tagging, not in this case I don't see this example, but let's assume that in this photo, other than duck, there is another critter, right? Um, but that animal has not been detected by either of the observers. So in that case, you probably will need to add a detection, right? So in that case, you have to pick one that is already there, which is actually a duck, right? I'll pick this one. Um, and then you add a new detection, right? In this one, you have to pick whatever the species that you see, right? And then hit your uh, um, correction in this particular case and skip the previous two, right? The previous one that has been already done, but I'm not going to submit this because it's actually incorrect, and instead I'm going to submit this one. So another thing I want to mention is actually this is not the total number of photos that are for validation. The system automatically pools about 248 photographs for you to validate. And once you finish this, you will get another batch, right? So simply because you actually finish 248 does not mean you are done, right? Um, so well, this task is as simple as that. And so this is the end of the validation tutorial or validation demonstration.